Alright, hey guys, I wanted to bring you just like a quick update called the Weekly Trek Report. Every week, I'm just going to go over gear, stories, upcoming events, backpacking, hiking, Florida related content that has, cool things that just is simplified in one area where you can find it and you don't have to look elsewhere. You can just come here for the Weekly Trek Report. So, with that being said, let's just go through a couple things that I thought were interesting. We'll bring to you and that you guys can check out. But if you don't mind, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe to my channel so you can tune in next week for the episode 2 of the Weekly Trek Update. So, without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see on the screen, is the 5th annual Florida Outdoor Expo. I won't be there this year, but I plan on going next year as probably a vendor to just get more people outside, but it's really neat. There's a bunch of videos all over YouTube for it. It's in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it has a bunch of outfitters there. If you check out their website, FloridaOutdoorExpo.com, it'll show you all the vendors and everything they have there, from camo to hunting to airboats, and much, much more. So that'll give you a little update, and I'll post something on here, the links below for you to check it out. But won't be there this year, but next year I'm definitely going to be a vendor there. Cool spot, check it out. Moving on. I thought this was a super cool story. It says wildlife tourism sees phenomenal growth as travelers choose eco-friendly and immersive experience supporting conservation and sustainability. I read the article. Basically, it's saying that people are, getting outside more as they are valuing outdoor experiences and wildlife more than they are and have been before. So, if you're one of these people, I suggest that you check out my website and either come to Florida, or if you're already here, book a trip with us and be one of these people who get to see wildlife tourism on one of my hikes. Very cool. Tons of wildlife, gators, otters, amazing vistas and more. So check it out and see for yourself and become one of these people. Moving on, this is pretty comical, but 28 affordable pieces of outdoor gear for your next hike from REI. Now, I'm more of a cottage brand kind of guy, so a lot of this isn't relevant, but for the everyday person, you could check it out. But highlight affordable. But the 4-person tent, nobody's carrying that. Hoodie, cool. You can get those anywhere of any kind. Fishing gear's cool. Kelty 30 sleeping bag. Yeah, nobody's carrying that anywhere. Headlamp, cool. Nalgene bottle. Yeah, everybody's got one of those. They're 50-50. Some like smart water bottles, some like Nalgene's. I'm not a harness kind of dude, so I don't really know what that's about. Spork, if you want to pay way too much for a piece of plastic, and that's up your alley, go for it. Looks super ultra light, but I just carry a piece of aluminum fork or just one from Chipotle. Thanks, Chipotle. Medical kit. I just have an ultralight kit that I carry when I'm just hiking by myself. Has the basics, throw in some extra Advil and whatever, and you're good to go. Not even sure what that is. Yeah, we'll just keep it moving from there. Collapsible hiking poles, trekking poles. I personally don't get into the whole trekking pole thing. I like to have my hands free and just carry less. I'll get into more of what my style is. I have a little piece of gear I want to show you real quick. Inflatable sleeping pad, it's a must. Personally, I don't care when it's inflatable because I don't want it to go flat, but that's up to you. Enamel mug, I carry an aluminum one. Darn toughs, everybody has them. Base layers, cool table, nobody's carrying that with them. Oh my gosh, if you're wearing these, let me know. If you're somebody who wears these things, yeah, just let me know. We gotta talk. Gels, cool. I mean, definitely get some elements, some electrolytes in there, but yeah, those guarantee you taste like absolute crap. Sunglasses, any pair will do. Again, if you're wearing this, then we gotta talk. I don't know what the heck this is, but yeah. So, yeah, I think everybody has one of these. They throw in their car and they bring car camping. A cool pillow. Yep, everybody's got one of those. Uh, this is pretty cool cook set. I have something similar if you're gonna do this kind of thing. Um, this is like car camping, but not for backpacking, but definitely cool to carry. Cool brand. They're involved in a lot of stuff. Maybe the owner or whatever wouldn't mind, reaching out to me and we could talk further. But yeah, I don't get why this is a thing or what this is. So if you do know Cool Cloth, please let me know. I can't with this. Cool little day pack. They make a bajillion of those. Little glue lantern. I just use a headlamp. Everybody's got a dry sack, a reflective vest. Yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, safety's your number one, then go for it. And wipes. I think I use some Dude wipes or something like that, but I think the ones that I use are biodegradable and have like alcohol in them, so they're super awesome and clean you up and make you feel good. And they're biodegradable too. So wilderness wipes, don't know anything about them. I'd like to try them. So if anybody knows anything about them, let me know. I think that'd be super cool. So real quick, we'll move on to, what is this? Oh, this is the 5 common backpacking and hiking mistakes you don't want to make. Not being properly fueled. Listen, it depends on where you're going, but if you're just backpacking, we eat a lot. Just eat and hydrate. Take some element. Over underpacking. If you book a hike with me, I pack your fears basically. I'll bring the water, the SOS devices, the medical kits. You don't have to worry about either under or overpacking when you come on a backpacking trip with me. But in general, you definitely got to do homework on this. The weather, aside from the snow, it's not even almost worrying about down here in Florida. It's so bipolar. It could rain, it could lightning. Aside from a hurricane, this is Florida. You gotta get out there. Blisters, yeah, those suck, but just bring something for them. And not using trekking poles at all. I guess this is the theme this little trek update, but I don't use trekking poles. I don't like them. My tent doesn't utilize them. I like to keep my hands free and just carry less. I just use a tent that is light and allows me to use that. So yeah, I'm gonna disagree with this one. I don't like or use trekking poles. So and we'll go into the next thing. Why? So Durston Gear, they just released their X Dome 2 tent. This is more my style. No trekking poles needed. Super light. It's a 2-person tent. Personally, me, I like 2-people tent. I can put me and then my gear and then my animal in there, and it's good. So I don't have this. I'm looking forward to a review with this, and we'll check it out. But this is just released. Like I said, this is just your weekly trek update with gear. So if you want to learn more, check out their Facebook post with Thurston Gear for more. I made a video about this earlier in the week, or last week I think maybe. It was about funding cuts and how we're backpackers, but it's just another article, just being a dead horse. Backpacking campgrounds closing because of staff shortages. Listen, I don't know about you, but most of the time when you watch these videos, people aren't camping at campgrounds. They're at in the backwoods and sleeping wherever they can. So personally, me, I could be wrong. Comment below, but this doesn't seem to be too big of a deal to me. I'm gonna camp wherever that I can camp when I'm on trail, or what do they call it now? Land snorkeling. It's a new term. yeah, not a big deal to me. So, but again, this is a recently posted article, so I'm just bringing it to you. And moving on is the Florida Drought Monitor. This isn't updated too often, but down here in Florida is extremely dry. There's burn bans everywhere. There's you can't even have a backyard bonfire or have a fire on trail without probably causing an issue. So we're hoping for some rain down here, but it makes for great hiking. Everything's dry, but you definitely got to stay extra prepared with water for hydration, and be careful, if you smoke or whatever it is. But as it's backpacking related in Florida, this is amazing because everything is dry. As you can see, the big main areas, Big Cypress, the Everglades, Central Florida, everything is very dry. So if you want to come hiking in Florida and be dry, now is the time. So check out my website, book a hike, we'll get out there. And just in general, Florida's a great place to go, especially right now. Extra water carry, but it's, pick your poison here. So it's dry, but it's great for hiking, or it's a monsoon and a hurricane. The trails are impassable, but there's plenty of water. So pick your poison. And coming up, I'll touch on this multiple other times, and I guess I'm kind of soliciting you guys as well. National Trails Day is June 7th. If any of you are interested in me like hosting an event down here in Florida that you'd be interested, either like this post or comment, send me a message. Let me know. Would you be interested if I put on some sort of event down here? Would anybody be interested in coming and joining, or sponsoring anything of that nature? I'm debating it, because I want to get more people outside and more people to enjoy it. More people see Florida as a hiking destination, a backpacking destination. So do me a favor if you do anything like this. If I should put on an event, and put down the comments. Would you attend, or would you think this is a cool idea? Because I'm debating it, and I'll put up more on my socials and my website if I do. So I need your help with this as well, and we'll get out there. But again, just in closing, check out the Florida Outdoor Expo. It is this weekend in West Palm Beach, May 2nd through the 4th. I'll post a link on their websites. Check it out. And again, thanks for joining me. This is the weekly trek update. I may, post daily, but definitely at least once a week, as far as things that are important, so you can just keep up to date and follow the same things I'm following. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Before you go, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.